Well, greetings and welcome into Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 195 today. And so that is his proof right there. Video did kill the radio star because, as he said, it became all about what you look like now and very much less about what you actually sounded like or what kind of talent you had. If you're good looking and maybe you wear something that's a little revealing, hey, we can make you a star. Lisa Monroe, how does it feel to be correct?
Well, I think it's just observation because it was definitely, I kept seeing these changes in the rock world and knew that when you started to see the same changes happening with video coming into the country music world or any the things were going to happen. It was going to be a difference and that people were going to now start to look at what they were looking at as opposed to what they were listening to. And I honestly think the only group of music that has not succumbed to this is the classical music and the jazz. And even with that, there are some really incredible jazz players who actually are also quite gorgeous, especially some of the women. So who knows, maybe it's crept into that a little bit, but there is talent there as well. It's an accidental visual, I think, for people. But yeah, it's kind of sad. We are very shallow and we grade people for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and that's why naturism works so well. It eliminates all that jazz, no pun intended.
Yes, exactly.
You are who you are and you're accepted for who you are. Lisa Monroe, with that, let's head for the hills. Off to Joe Rivas interview, part 2, running to be the AANR president. What a terrific guy. A worldwide wealth of experience and success. He's done it all, and we are lucky to have him as the AANR Florida president. And we're very fortunate that he's willing to take all the time to run for the presidency of AANR as well. If you promise to stay naked as a jaybird until the end of the show, we'll get together at the end. Is that a deal?
It's an absolute deal. See you in a little bit.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Well, you are listening to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 195 today. Hope that you're having a great day. We are glad that you are here enjoying clothes-free living for all of the right reasons. Now let's get to part 2 of my interview with Joe Rivas. He is currently the AANR Florida president, but he is running to be your president for the American Association for Nude Recreation right now, part 2 with Joe Rivas.
I have national experience on, again, doing 2 club committee chairs. I also served on I was the Florida GAC committee chair for a year and a committee member. And so I've talked a lot about partnerships, and that's really who Joe is and some of Joe's qualifications. I think it would just be an honor to serve. Mm-hmm. And I really appreciate everybody taking the time and thinking, who do I think's right for the organization? I do feel we're at a juxtaposition. We're an aging society. We need to get younger members in. So again, the organization can thrive. We're coming up on our 95th birthday. So, we need to be thinking about how are we going to celebrate our 200th birthday or bicentennial, right?
There you go.
So, and it's just not younger members. It's returning members. It's people in their middle adulthood. I've been reading a lot that for some nudists, it doesn't hit them until they're in their middle ages. And I understand that because some careers, again, are sensitive or the kids are in the house and they leave the house and they're like, okay, now's our time. But let's be as inclusive as we can and let's be as proud as we can.
Yeah.
And so I always would say to folks, when they were in hard times, everything goes in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
But I would say to those listening today, the one thing I will never let go in the rearview mirror is our association.
That's very well said. Well, Joe Rivas, it's been great to talk to you today. Joe is the current AANR Florida president running for the national office, the presidency of AANR overall. And Joe Rivas, let us know what we can do to help you and support you in this endeavor. And best wishes on everything that you do. And Joe Rivas, go out there and have a great clothes-free day. We'll talk again soon.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, everybody.
You bet. The amazingly terrific Joe Rivas, currently the AANR Florida president, running to be the president of the American Association for Nude Recreation. And we appreciate Joe Rivas for all of his time on these last two Saturday shows. And on the next two Saturday shows, which will be episodes 197 and 199, our special guest will be Lily May, big into naturism, body positivity, and a content creator from the state of Georgia. He's done it all for 30 plus years, and we're just very fortunate to have somebody of that caliber running for president. Your thoughts?
I have to agree with you completely. In reading and hearing some of the things that Joe has done for Florida, the innovation, the processes that he's put in place, and also the way he's looked at what's happening here and made determinations on how to go out and reach out to new people to bring more excitement into the Florida naturism world and more stability. And I think it's just amazing. And he's brilliant and he's experienced, and I think that he has a tremendous amount to offer, and he has a proven track record here. There's no reason he couldn't do that for all regions of AANR.
Absolutely. And there is somebody else running for president. We invited that person on the show a few months ago, and we got no response at all. We didn't even get a no. We got no response. So, but Joe Rivas said yes, and we were glad to feature him on these last two Saturdays. Joe Rivas running for president of AANR. And Lisa Monroe, with that, let's head for the hills until Wednesday. Again, same deal, naked as a jaybird. Until Wednesday, we'll get together. Is that a deal?
Yeah, it sounds like a great deal. Everyone have a great week. Stay naked, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Well, you've been listening to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 195 today. We give you a brand new show every Saturday morning, 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, and on most Wednesdays, 12 noon Eastern Time. Continue to join us. Check us out on our website, nakednudistandnaturist.com, Spotify, Google, Amazon/Audible, Apple Podcasts, and also on Twitter. You can write us anywhere, anytime, any place. And we thank you for being with us today. Plan to join us for every single one of our shows here, and have your clothes off when you're listening. We have our clothes off when we're broadcasting, enjoying the naturist life.
We celebrate clothes-free living for all. Remember to enjoy being naked, and join us again for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists.
We drop a brand new show every Saturday morning, so come back and join us. Have your clothes off when you do for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists. Have a great clothes-free day.